Hey everyone, it's Tiffany with Mommy Advice. Um, I am going to talk to you today about nap time. Um, Starting from, I guess, newborn. Um, as you know, newborns don't really have any kind of an organized sleep schedule. They just kind of sleep a lot and not very long. Um, you should lay your newborn down every 1 to 2 hours around the clock. Um, my recommendation, some people will disagree with me, but don't wake your baby up at night to feed him. I know that they say if you're breastfeeding, you need to keep your milk supply up. Unless your baby's jaundice and is supposed to eat to lower the bilirubin levels, I recommend just don't wake your kid up at night at all. They'll very quickly learn night from day and they'll be sleeping longer hours at night. If you're going to wake them up during the day, that's fine. If you want them to feed every, 4 hours or whatever. Okay, so I think between 6 and 8 weeks of age is when sleep starts to become a little more organized, and you're kind of going to see about 3 naps a day. You're going to see a morning nap, um, an afternoon nap, and a third nap of the day. Um, Morning nap should begin anywhere between 9 and 10 in the morning, and last anywhere between 2 to 3 hours with newborns. Probably about 2, 2.5 would be my guess. Afternoon nap will start between 1 and 2, and then their third nap can be anywhere from a brief cat nap, like 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, to an hour nap. You will start to find, at least I did with my kids, when they were about 5 months, they started to um, resist that third nap and they had a hard time falling asleep for it. So I just cut it out and I moved their bedtime slightly earlier. As far as bedtimes for newborns, when between like 6 and 8 weeks, you need to start watching for signs of an earlier bedtime. Um, a good bedtime, and a lot of people will disagree with me, but I agree with it, is between 6 and 8 p.m. If your baby is staying up till all hours of the night, they're going to get overtired and they're going to get colic. So cut out that third nap and make that their bedtime. Be consistent, have a bedtime routine, which can include a bath, lotion, a book, a song, um, and bed. You might consider swaddling your baby, as this is very comforting for them, your newborn. A pacifier for your baby. Um, and yeah, so watch for that signs of earlier bedtime between 6 and 8 weeks. Um, you're not going to see a huge regular time with the nap times, like until your baby's probably about 5 or 6 months. Once that third nap is kind of gone, you will see that your baby will start to nap between 9 and 10, and then again, like I said, between 1 and 2. And you can kind of plan your day around that. If this is your first baby, sleep while your baby sleeps, especially if you're getting up quite a bit at night still. I have a lot of questions about when to transition from 2 naps to 1. Most children between 12 and 15 months of age are still taking 2 naps. I think it's somewhere around 87% are still taking 2 naps. By 15 months, I think it's something like, I don't know the percentage, but my son isn't there yet, but my daughter started to really resist falling asleep for both naps when she was about 15 months old. I couldn't get her to relax. She took forever to fall asleep. and then when she would finally fall asleep, she wouldn't sleep very long. So that's when I decided to transition from 2 naps to 1. The easiest way to do that is to slowly move that morning nap, which begins between 9 and 10, delay it by 20 minutes each day. If you want to go cold turkey, you can, if you think your kid can handle that. Their nap, if you're doing the 1 nap thing, I found that when my daughter first transitioned to 1 nap, she would go down between 12 and 12:30. She was ready to sleep. So I would feed her lunch about 11:30 and put her down at 12, and she'd sleep between 2 to 3 hours every day. So if your child is between the ages of sort of 12 and 15 months, and you start to see that they're resisting their naps, they're having a hard time falling asleep for both of their naps, and their naps are brief, that's a good time to consider transitioning to 1 nap. Just think of it as a little bit of a schedule change. You might have a few weeks where 2 naps are obviously impossible, but 1 nap isn't enough. Just stick with it. And my suggestion is to move the bedtime half an hour to 45 minutes earlier. There might be a very early bedtime for a few weeks while the child adjusts to the schedule change. But that is the easiest way to transition from 2 naps to 1. If you do it too early, you're going to have a really crabby baby, and crabby baby equals not sleeping very well at night because they get overtired. So it's really, really good to make sure that your child is biologically ready to drop their 2nd nap. So that's my advice to you on nap times. I appreciate all my subscribers. You guys are great, and I am so happy to be doing these videos and doing what I do. So keep the questions coming, and I am happy to give advice on anything that I possibly can. Have a great day. Thanks.